Welcome to the Arsenal Show. We are live, and it's the post-match reaction of what's falling apart right now. Carry on, Kieran. Wow. It's the post-match reaction of Arsenal's 4-0 drubbing against Everton. They were absolutely played off the park in that second half. For 40 minutes, it was frustrating, but once we unlocked that net, once they unlocked the key, once they picked the lock, it was open season for Arsenal. It was a case of how many could they score. The tempo went up, the level of play went up. It was just, I think it was a weight off that shoulder, the first goal. I'm joined by Steve K. How you doing, Steve?
How you doing, mate? Good. Absolutely brilliant, mate. It's gone very eerily quiet. You know, from all these people that said we're going to crumble. You know, where's your custard? Where's your crumble? Well, that crumble is now 11 points clear of Manchester United and 5 points clear of Manchester United. And it's apparently going to snow there tomorrow. So it's not been a very good day for them, is it? So,
the pressure is on Manchester City right now. Arsenal 5 points clear, 11 points clear of Manchester United, 21 points clear of Liverpool.
Yeah, best team in the Premier League by far, mate. Manchester United and Manchester City cannot do that, what we did tonight. They cannot do it. I've watched them all season. They cannot play football like that. They're nowhere near us. I'm getting to a point now where if one of those two teams won it, it'd be a bigger shock than when Leicester won it. Because it would be like, how did this team win it with the way they've been playing? And just look at Arsenal. We're at that level now. I'm not saying we're going to win it because it's football. One of them two could still win it. But it'd be an absolute fluke if they do. And an absolute
You would have had to fall off a cliff.
Exactly.
An absolute cliff.
We would. So, yeah, it was fantastic, mate. And one other thing I'll just say before we go into the ratings. Sean Dyche, you got what you deserved, pal, tonight. You got what you deserved. I actually like Sean Dyche as a person and as a bloke. But I'll tell you what, mate, at football, please go back to the Championship. Because that is, as I feel sorry for the Everton fans, if they have to watch that every week. You had people going on the floor wasting time after 5 minutes. Ridiculous.
I feel sorry for Dwight McNeil. He spent how many years at Burnley?
Yeah.
Had a bit of freedom once he went to Everton. And then Sean Dyche follows him to Everton. Now he's got to run up and down the flank like he's a wing back with a backup fullback. It's crazy. But forget Everton. Because anyone that's got Ben Godfrey in their team needs to be relegated because he is a piece.
They do.
He's a piece of dirt. I won't even go into it. I cannot stand him. He's a dirtbag of a footballer. He goes out to hurt people, and he's a horrible, horrible footballer. I literally sent a message to my mate saying, I cannot stand Ben Godfrey. He's a dirty footballer. Literally 7 minutes later, he puts in that which should have been a red card. Horrible challenge. And he's cynical. He does a good job of disguising it because he's the same one that done it against Tomiyasu when he had the studs across his face. Made sure he left his studs just low enough just to clip him. But the thing is with these people, it catches up with them. Eventually, they're going to do the stud too low and it's going to clip his eye or clip his head and crack his head open. Or he's going to leave a foot in to just drag down the back of his legs and he's actually going to go too deep and he's going to break someone's leg. It's going to happen. Ben Godfrey will do it without doubt. Mark my words. I said it here today.
Yeah.
Ben Godfrey will end up hurting someone in a bad way.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get pulled up on it enough. He doesn't get enough red cards for it. He's always getting a yellow card because he just disguises it just enough. Dirty player. But let's get on to the player ratings. Aaron Ramsdale.
Clean sheet. Good performance, solid. Didn't have much to do, but had to make two very good saves in the game. One was from McNeil, And there was one towards the end of the game which really didn't matter anyway, but it was still a decent save. So for me tonight, Aaron Ramsdale, top draw, 7 out of 10. And one behind Mick Pope for the Golden Gloves. Apparently so tonight. Someone told me if that's true or not.
All right. Probably is. Probably. Gabriel.
Imperious, like he is every single week. Solid, at the back. Won everything in the air. Great partnership with him and Saliba. Didn't cause us really any problems. So 7.
7 for Gabriel. William Saliba.
Yeah, look, same for Saliba. Another solid performance. Again, to be fair, they didn't have a lot to do, did they? For the whole match, especially the second half. When I don't know if they did Everton get them. They must have got in our half twice for the whole of the second half. So yeah, but a good solid performance from Saliba. Don't remember any glaring mistakes from him. So yeah, I'll give him a 7.
7 for Saliba. Benjamin White.
Yeah, first half I thought he was a little bit. I didn't think he was up with the pace. I thought he made a few mistakes. But again, he did get better as the game went on. But it was like a little bit of his passing was off. He did get caught a couple of times. It's very, very unusual for Ben White. But as I said, like second half, he was a miles better. So I'm going to give Ben a 6 tonight.
All right, 6 for Ben White. Zinchenko.
Where does this bloke play? I was watching him tonight, and he was right back, left back, centre midfield. Sometimes he was in the centre as a centre forward. He just plays everywhere. This guy, absolutely outstanding. I thought Zinchenko was tonight. Brilliant ball through for Saka to goal, because we were struggling early on. Everton did what they did, and just was stopping us playing in the first half. They playing with that low block, but people say about the age and whether we can go the distance, but these young kids are made of different stuff. I'm telling you, and we just kept going and going and going. Eventually, we found the gap, and it was an excellent ball through from Zinchenko. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for Zinchenko. Here's your answer, Garth. Didn't see the game. Were Arsenal exceptional, Everton poor, or both? Here you go. Have fun on your way back down to London, boys. You shadow dwelling. The football from Arsenal in the second half was scintillating, Gareth. Scintillating. It was scintillating, just to let you know. Yeah, honestly, Garth, do yourself a favour. Just watch the second half. Or from 40 minutes onwards, Arsenal were different class. 8 from Zinchenko. Jorginho came off early in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know if that was something that he was planned anyway. I don't think it's something normally Arteta does, so I'm going to say it wasn't planned. And I didn't think he had a good game, to be fair. I thought his passing was off.
Yeah.
Tonight, which was unusual because it hasn't been off ever since he's put on the Arsenal shirt. He's been absolutely brilliant since he's come into the side. But tonight he was off. I'm going to give him a 6. But he was probably lower than, he wasn't as good as Ben White's 6, if you like. He was down at the lower echelons of a 6.
Yeah, it was at a time when our game was bitty, frustratingly sloppy. There was no pace in that first half hour, 35 minutes to any of our passing. So because I'm watching the game and I'm like, there's gaps. Everton are leaving gaps because they're nervous about moving into position, but then they're forced to move into that position. And because it's not like a flowy thing. They're not flowing into the position. They're not going. It's not fluid with Everton.
Yeah.
It was move, boom, and then he's trying to get back. So when they were doing that, they were getting out of position, but we weren't quick enough with the pass to capitalise on it. It was very pedestrian in the first half, which allowed Everton to shut us down, to frustrate us, and it worked. But then the goal, which was against the run of play, there was not really anything happening for us in that game at that point. It changed it. It turned it on its head. Granit Xhaka.
Thought he was excellent, mate. I thought it was a very similar game to where he was against Leicester. I think he's back to his best, the way he was at the beginning of the season. Yeah, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was doing what we want him to be. He was more forward. He was in that offensive area. You know, he was playing the balls through. He played the pass through to, I think it was Trossard for the goal, for Odegaard's goal, where he passed it through and then he crossed it. It was an excellent ball through from the channels from Xhaka. We've been seeing that all season. So yeah, good performance tonight from Xhaka, and 7.
So one thing I would say about the difference between Xhaka's game with Jorginho and Xhaka's game with Partey. How did I put it earlier? When Partey plays with Xhaka,
he's better, isn't he?
Xhaka plays when Partey needs him. Whereas when he plays with Jorginho, he plays and Jorginho needs him all the time. Because Jorginho plays over on the right, he plays over on the left, he drops in the middle, he goes up there. Xhaka needs to be here, there, and everywhere. And I think what happens, well, he has to learn it because it's completely going away from the game that he's played with Thomas Partey. Whereas if you watch Thomas Partey, he's like that. He's down the middle. He ventures over slightly here, slightly there, but it's very much up and down, straight through that middle. I was watching, he's just like straight as a die. And because of that, Xhaka has a setting. He has a foundation that he knows, I've always got someone behind me. Whereas I think sometimes he's probably looked behind, not seen Jorginho there, may have seen him there. Whereas he knows Partey's going to be directly behind him. And I think that's the difference is when he plays. He has a sort of security blanket with Partey.
And that's why since Arteta's come to the club, Xhaka's just become a different player altogether. Because of that, because of Arteta and because of him, because he's recognised what we've said, a lot of people have said all along, that Xhaka is a better in a number 8 position. He's never ever been a DM, never. Yeah. Right? It's like you might as well put Martin Odegaard as DM. You might as well put Fabio Vieira as a DM. Just don't work. So yeah, I totally agree, mate. It was excellently put by you there.
No, do you know what? It was only because it was something I was thinking. I was just trying to work out what the differences is in the game because they both. It's not even necessarily always a case of one. It's better. It's different. It's different. One might be more suited in a European game. One might be suited against Burnley. One might be suited against Brentford. One might be suited against Chelsea. It's different, and I like different. It's better. I think it's better than having a like for like swap. It's all well and good having a like for like swap, but you haven't got an option. You haven't got a plan B. And I think that Jorginho's just another option. Sorry, what did you give Xhaka?
7.
7 for Xhaka. Martin Odegaard looked back to his best in that second half, didn't he?
Oh, second half, mate. He was Martin Odegaard that we've seen all season.
Yeah.
You know, quiet the first half, but then everybody was quiet the first half because of the way Everton, set up. They had a plan, what they wanted to do. And to be fair to them, they did it well. Like I've already said, I just feel sorry for Everton fans. Just Sean Dyche, please just go back to the Championship. We don't want to see that football in the Premier League, please. Go back to the Championship. This is a good league, this Premier League. It's an exciting league. We don't want you here. I like Sean Dyche. I like him as a person, but your football stinks, mate. Just go back, please. Go manage Burnley again or something. Mind you, Burnley are playing good football now since he's not managing no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martin Odegaard, fantastic, mate. Good goal. Again, second half. for some reason, he just looked something back to his best again. So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I think the goal helped him as well. He seemed to have relaxed a little bit more when he scored that goal.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I do think he's going to kick on for the next few games from now on. You may see a couple more goals coming in his way. Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah, again, look, what's that? 4 goals in 3 games. Back to his best again.
Mm-hmm.
Back to his best. Scary, quick, fast. Cool.
See what happens when you give players a rest.
This is what happens.
See what happens when you give players a rest.
And what about the subs tonight? I was like, they was bringing players off, and even my mind went for a minute because I was thinking, oh, who's coming on? And then you look at the actual team that was on the pitch, and you was like, this ain't a bad team.
Yeah. And
it was like 4 or 5 of our first teamers sitting there like with their feet up, drinking water. It's fantastic. And yeah, he's given a rest, and he's been absolutely incredible since he's been back. 2 goals, great anticipation to sort of follow up Saka's little nudge and fantastic finish by Martinelli, and again another brilliant finish for the goal. So yeah, definitely a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for Gabriel Martinelli. Bukayo Saka with an absolute screamer to open the deadlock.
What more can we say about this guy that hasn't already been said?
I don't know, but people out there keep on talking about other players with higher bars, other players with potential better FIFA ratings. I'm just like, stick your bar up your ass, because it don't matter how high that bar is, if they don't apply it, if they don't meet that glass ceiling and smash through it, it doesn't mean anything. Do you know how many players that I know that were weld beaters, weldies, sick, but they like to drink, they like to night out, so they didn't make it as footballers, but they were great players. Their bar was so high to the ceiling, to the sky. But it doesn't matter about bars. It matters what you're doing on the pitch. And Bukayo Saka is
you can't do it on the pitch.
Every single critic. It doesn't matter what this kid does. There's always going to be someone who goes, do you know what? I just don't rate him. He can score. Do you know what? I just don't rate him. It's like you're just making yourself look silly. And look, I admit, when I first saw Bukayo Saka, I was underwhelmed in terms of they were saying there's this next big thing coming through. And I'm looking, I'm like, he's quick. He can dribble. But you can't stop him. Like, you can't stop him. So within 6 months, I was like, oh, actually, no, I see what this kid's about. You can't stop him. And he's got better and better and better since his debut. This kid is unstoppable. You can talk about your bars, but it's because you don't see him on a weekly basis. You've not seen the progression of this kid. You don't see him do the step overs and the tricks. He does them, but you don't see him because that's not on his highlight reel. Because what he does is he's clinical, he's direct. He's not doing a flip flap, step overs, and a no look pass to no one. He's not doing that. He's making sure that what he does has an impact.
10 goals and 9 assists in 24 games.
Yeah, how's that for a bar?
Take that for your bar. Just world class, best right-sided player in Europe, bar none. Absolute first man on the England sheet. He hasn't got a fault. He's bulking up. He's getting stronger. He's defense. Even his defensive, ability. What he's doing defensively he's doing well. He don't take no crap from anybody now. People used to say, "Oh, he gets bullied or he gets kicked." Yeah, he gets bullied. He gets kicked. We can't grow him. He may be 5'3". We can't stick him up another 5 inches. Unfortunately, the biology don't allow you to do that, right? But he's strong. His finishing is I don't know, he's incredible. He just anywhere from around that box, inside the box, outside the box, top corner, bang, it's gone. You're not stopping it. And again, outstanding tonight. Fantastic goal. Again, great bit of anticipation to get to the ball when the Everton player was just messing around, got his foot to it through to Martinelli. Back, lovely, and he got his assist, goal, assist, outstanding. Not far off from a 10 out of 10 performance again. But tonight, I'm going to give him a 9.
So he gets a 9. Yeah, no, he was excellent tonight. That finish, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard was good, wasn't he? I mean, again, he got his assist. He did his job quite in periods of the game, but we all know we're always going to get 100% from Trossard. He's always got that capability of doing something special, and again, as I say, he done excellent work for the goal, which he laid on for Odegaard, wasn't it? So yeah, fantastic from Trossard tonight. 7.
Trossard gets a 7. Yeah, he was struggling in the first half for about 25 minutes. Passes just were going nowhere. It was one of him and Jorginho were not good in that first early outing, but a complete contrast in the second half. I think he got an assist in the end. Could have scored as well. It's much better in the second half. Much better. Thomas Partey came on the 46th minute. They got half a game.
He may have got half a game, but what an half a game! This guy, he came on and he did not put a single foot wrong. Right in that first half, you had the Everton midfield who with Onana, you had Doucouré, and I can't remember who the other one was, but they got strong. Iwobi, I think, was playing maybe in there, but they had big, strong players, and we struggled a little bit when he came on. Right, I was going to say it was like they bottled it. He came in and said, "This is my midfield now.
Yeah,
I am gonna take control, Mr. Doucouré, Mr. Onana, putting your foots in." You know, he came in and absolutely smashed it and controlled that midfield. He did not put a foot wrong. He's the best defensive midfield player in the Premier League, bar none. And I don't care what people say. If other people say any different, then they're not watching him. He came in and changed the whole football match. Absolutely outstanding from Thomas Partey tonight. Great to see him back. He just was nipping in tackles. You know, how many times did he do that? And this was all in like 45 minutes. So for me, he gets, unusually, he's going to get an 8 out of 10 for his substitute. I rated his second half performance that highly. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, no, he was excellent in that second half. He boshed it, and he ran the midfield in his second half. He gave Granit Xhaka the freedom to go forward. And as I said, it was just back, forth, here, get the ball, boom, boom, boom. And with him just playing in that pivot, he just sees everything. He gives the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard's doing his little thing, turn around, little tuck. I'll see you later over there, pass through. And it just adds the right balance for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably starts the next game for me now. That performance just changed it a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
I'll probably change my mind Tuesday. Oh no! It won't be sure.
Would you give him a 7?
8. I thought 8 out of 10. I didn't think he put a foot wrong. Thought he was excellent. He just quietened that midfield down and just made it his own when he came on. Yeah.
It was a lot more assured in the second half for the whole team. Fabio Vieira.
Yeah, he did okay. Wasn't wasn't on for long, was he? There was a bit of a sort of a mess up. Sometimes he was getting a bit carried away. Needed to calm down a bit. But his passing was good when he came on. Bottled it, popped it around. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. We saw a bit of Kieran Tierney came on.
Yeah, give him. Yeah, he wasn't on for long, was he? Give him a 5.
Smith Rowe came on.
Yeah, again, give him a 5. He'd say he was only on for about 2 minutes, weren't he?
Good to see Smith Rowe get a run out though.
Yeah, definitely. Good to see him get a run out, and it just shows you the strength of our squad, mate. When you can bring people on like Kieran Tierney, Emil Smith Rowe, Fabio Vieira, and Thomas Partey as your subs, and people say we ain't got a squad. And now we're sitting 5 points clear, top of the Premier League, same amount of points we was before the World Cup. When Gabriel Jesus got injured, I like to just add to what?
I thought you was talking. You said when Gabriel Jesus got injured.
Yeah, and I'm just saying we're in exactly the same position we was before the World Cup when Gabriel Jesus got injured.
Yeah, but he's back now. We've got all our players coming back. We're in a great position. We are in a very, very strong position. Mikel Arteta.
Clean sheet. It was a difficult first half for him. Very, very difficult. Everton come with a plan, but we kept our heads. We kept playing our football. We kept passing it about. We kept keeping possession. Our players are so-called haven't been there, done it, got the T-shirt. I don't know where people get that from. Mikel Arteta's won won titles with Man City. So has Zinchenko. So has Jesus. So has Jorginho. I don't know where they get this that we haven't got people in our team that people haven't won things.
Who says that?
Everybody says it, doesn't they?
No, but they're not.
Everybody says it. Even Gary Neville said it. Gary Neville, but mind you, he talks out of his arse.
No, but they're not. They're not.
What are they on about?
They're not. It's the same as when people are watching us, yeah, or not watching because they're not watching. They're seeing results. Oh, Arsenal won again, but don't worry, they're going to fall off. All I keep on seeing, yeah, is people talk about how Arsenal are going to fall off. And it's like 1 in every 10, I've got a fan from another club saying Arsenal playing good football. So they're watching. The other people aren't watching. You're not watching us. You're just watching the results and then hoping we crumble. Like, do yourself a favour. Watch how we're playing. Watch how we're playing, and your stance will change. It will change very, very quickly. Sorry, what did you give Mikel Arteta?
Yeah, I'll give him 9 out of 10.
All right, Mikel Arteta gets a 9 there. Excellent performance from Arsenal. First half a bit bitty. Sean Dyche was making sure Arsenal were left frustrated, but it didn't last long. Bukayo Saka with an absolutely outstanding finish, a bullet with a right foot in the top corner. Pickford had no chance. If he would have touched it, he'd be seeing stars, definitely. And then followed up by Gabriel Martinelli, composed finish. And then the second half was just an absolute walkover. Everton had no answers. And, payback for that 1-0 loss up at Goodison Park. Let's just quickly go through some of the comments in the comment section here. When you see Jorginho and Thomas Partey play together, you will see why Thomas is a number 8. Oh, maybe. Interesting. I don't think it will be so cut and dry. I probably see it being any more fluid, if anything, and probably Jorginho being a bit more forward because he's the one that moves about a bit more. Big difference if you look at subs in the Villa game. I don't know what to talk about. All right. That is all we have time for. Thank you, everyone, in the comment section. Andrew Waity. I've not seen you before. Press that subscribe. Oh, no, actually, you're the one from New Zealand. You're going to tell me you're from New Zealand, didn't you? And it's the morning over there. All right. Thank you, everyone who has watched us tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight, Steve.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure.
Final thoughts.
Great win. Now we look forward to Bournemouth on Saturday at home. You know, we should win that, shouldn't we? You know, the way we're playing at the minute. Again, Manchester United and Man City got very difficult games. Man City got Newcastle, and Manchester United are away to Liverpool. So yeah, fingers crossed. You know, we should win our game, but if Man United slip up at Anfield, and I think Liverpool won tonight again, they're sitting 6, so they'll be going crazy to win that. And Newcastle, we all know, a very difficult team to play against. So yeah, I mean, it could all go. We know football's football, and things can go the other way. But it's looking excellent for us, for Arsenal at the moment in time. And so much for the crumble.
Yeah, so much for the crumble. That crumble is going mouldy. You have to start baking a new one, people. But I don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, effort, and key ingredients. Newcastle are easy. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. All right. Thank you for everyone who's joined us tonight. Make sure you press that like and subscribe. Make sure you join us on Saturday at 5 o'clock for the post-match reaction. And every Tuesday, I say every Tuesday, 8 p.m. on KS1 TV. Join us next Monday as well. We've got the top Super 6 show, Super 6 podcast. So make sure you join us on Monday at 8 o'clock. It's going to be an absolute blast. Hit the like and subscribe, people. Peace out. Stay safe and wash your hands.